One of the world's biggest mineral deficiencies is zinc, and statistics are staggering. Approximately 2 billion people may be suffering from a zinc deficiency in the developing world. So my intention for this video is to present the following information so highly sensitive people can really understand how a zinc deficiency could be having an impact on a lot of the conditions that we frequently experience. So how can zinc deficiency present in a highly sensitive person? So zinc supports your body's healing, it supports cellular renewal and regeneration, and it's essential for over 300 enzyme reactions in the body. And I'll put up a graph on the screen so you can see that studies reveal that the older that we get, the more likely we are to have a zinc deficiency. And zinc deficiency will have a range of different signs and symptoms, and these signs will depend on how long you've been deficient for and what other things you've got going on in your body. Deficiency signs can range anywhere from seemingly insignificant things like peeling of the nails, white spots on the nails, itchy skin and hair loss, to more significant signs of a compromised immunity, infertility, and even congestive heart failure. Zinc is also really important for protein synthesis and collagen formation. So think of zinc when you see stretch marks, wrinkles, accelerated signs of aging, definitely acne, and slow healing wounds. And this is the reason why you'll find zinc as an ingredient in a lot of the anti-aging formulas. Another thing to be conscious of is inflammatory skin conditions. So things like eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and any of the dry, flaky, itchy skin conditions. The reason why highly sensitive people will be more prone to zinc deficiency is because we tend to experience so much more stress. I mean, we experience overstimulation from noise, light, all sorts of things within our environment that most people tend to overlook or aren't even stressed by. And whether stress is real or whether it's perceived, our nervous system still responds. Our fight or flight response is still activated. And other things to consider that deplete our body's reserves of zinc include stress and high levels of cortisol, a high grain diet, and also a high sugar diet. And that's simply because grains contain phytic acid, which binds to the zinc and makes it unabsorbable. A significant way in which zinc deficiency can present in a highly sensitive person is compromised immunity. And initially, that could present as being more susceptible to everything that's going around, an inability to recover from infections. You might get symptoms of mouth ulcers and more severe signs of a compromised immune system, which could show up as chronic fatigue, diabetes, and adrenal issues. But one of the most fascinating and more clearer indications of zinc deficiency is when we lose our sensitivity to taste and smell. In fact, even the slightest deficiency in zinc can have detrimental effects on our ability to digest and to absorb food. And this is so important, particularly in elderly people. We know via the graphs that the older we get, the more likely we are to suffer a zinc deficiency. So a lot of elderly people may start losing their appetite because they can't taste or smell foods properly. And this can be absolutely detrimental because this will result in them losing a lot of weight. And of course, their immune system will be compromised and they won't be able to heal as well as they used to. And regarding zinc and digestion, conditions such as IBS, which is irritable bowel, any sort of malabsorption, allergies, and leaky gut can definitely be improved by zinc supplementation. And for men, zinc is particularly important for healthy function of the prostate gland. Things like infertility and low libido in both men and women can also be an indication of zinc deficiency. But I think the most significant correlation for highly sensitive people and zinc deficiency is zinc's effect on healthy brain function. A deficiency in this mineral can make us more prone to depression, anxiety, and some of the other neuropsychiatric disorders. It can even present as poor memory and poor concentration. And these health conditions are very commonly experienced in highly sensitive people. Please keep in mind that this information isn't meant to raise alarm, but to bring awareness to something seemingly simple that can really help us cope as highly sensitive people. In a future video, video and blog, I'll be discussing further aspects of zinc supplementation, because there's a lot of confusion out there and not all supplements were created equal. So I think it's really important to be aware of what the therapeutic dose is, how long to take it, how much, be a little bit more aware of the different types of zinc and which one is the most bioavailable, so you're not wasting your time and money. And also why blood tests aren't really clear indicators of zinc deficiency. And most exciting of all, how you can self-test for zinc deficiency at home.